Welcome to the broadcast of News at 9 p.m. on Sun TV, the pulse of the nation. You can also follow us on Facebook at Sun TV and on YouTube at Sun TV Live. Now, the major headlines. On the national news, Taraba lawmakers dismiss 1.5 billion bribery allegation as baseless. Sultan of Sokoto calls for moon sighting ahead of Eid al-Fitr celebration. Nigeria reaffirms commitment to Media Information Literacy Institute at the Now. In entertainment news, Mr. Macaroni slams Ben Murai Bruce over what he described as hypocrisy in Akpabio supports. In international news, Zimbabwe's president removes army commander in the face of COP rumor. In business news, Taraba market prices drop ahead of Eid al-Fitr except for paper. In sport news, Nigerian jumper Goodness Iridia bans for 3 years over doping violation. My name is Bridget James. Now the news in full. Members of the Taraba State House of Assembly have refuted allegations of the receiving a 1.5 billion naira bribe to approve a 350 billion naira bond for Governor Agbo Kefas. Speaking in Jalingo on Friday, House Committee Chairman on Information, Honorable Nelson Len, described the claims as baseless and false, maintaining that the bond was lawfully processed and intended for development project. Sun TV correspondent has the details.
State House of Assembly have denied reports of their involvement in a 1.5 billion bribery scandal. There are reports that the lawmakers received a 1.5 billion bribe before approving a 350 billion naira bond for Governor Agbo Kefas. Reacting to the report on Friday, the Assembly described the allegation as baseless and false. The All Progressive Congress (APC) in the state had earlier criticized the approval of the loan, questioning the absence of a clear utilization and repayment plan. The opposition party also raised concerns over alleged financial management, pointing out that despite a surge in federal allocation from 3 billion naira to 13 billion naira monthly, along with increased internally generated revenue (IGR), there has been little visible development. In response, lawmakers, through the House Committee Chairman on Information, Nelson Lens, dismissed the allegation. Speaking to journalists in Jalingo on Friday, Len defended the decision, stating that no government can operate successfully without collecting loans. He maintained that the bond was lawfully processed and that legislators did not receive any financial inducement before granting approval. The lawmaker also pushed back against accusation that they were merely rubber stamps for the governor, emphasizing their independence and commitment to accountability.
Yeah, you see, it's not really the issue of House of Assembly collecting 1.5 billion naira to approve a bond that was brought before the House by His Excellency. Even though the allegations are baseless, not true, I must draw the attention of the public to know that, first of all, government is very expensive. Not even now, with the inflation, with the hike of prices of goods, commodities in the market, government has become more expensive than it used to be. This is a bond that was brought before the House, and it was brought with reasons. And we, the legislature, are partners in progress with the executive because we are all working for the state. And if we see reason with that bond, we have no option than to approve it because it is for the betterment and the growth of the state. Yes, we approved a bond of 350 billion, but the allegation that we were given 1.5 billion is not true. It's baseless, and I don't know where, the house knowing where that is coming from. By the way, we just approved the bond, and they've not accessed these funds yet. And don't forget that these funds are coming from the capital market. Bonds are not just kept there as loan that you pick. It is investors that lend their money to you. So they are tied down to something. So, and this 350 billion naira is going to be accessed in trenches. And this trenches is 20 billion naira per trench. So you will understand, if somebody is saying 1.5 billion naira is removed from a trench of 20 billion naira, how much is left in that money? This is going to be accessed in trenches. It's not as if the 350 billion naira is going to be released at once to the state. No, it is in trenches, and that trenches is in 20 billion naira trenches. And there are specific